as the day is gone. 60, I can't even imagine it. So it's nice. We are always here, and if we don't have listeners, we wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
So maybe we would have said, okay, nobody's listening to us.
Let's just wrap it up.
Just wrap it up. But, we have been rising stronger and stronger even through the difficulty. So we are excited. We are here today again for the 68th episode. Let's go.
Lekon, are we getting any giveaway?
Yes, we have a game today. Was to celebrate our milestones.
You want
we have a game.
These your games.
No, I have game. I will give you money. I will give everybody money.
Oh, okay.
If it's allowed 1,000,
Cash out.
But if you lose the question, you go give the company money. The company and me.
When did we do that meeting?
Who will come? When you do that?
I be the company now.
Don't tell me say you don't add this one to your job.
That was.
All right, guys. Quickly, let's kick it off. We will begin with the Saudi Pro League. And Cristiano Ronaldo. You guys know what's making the rounds around that. No, it's not. So I just have one thought when I looked at the whole story. I mean, is it like Cristiano Ronaldo bigger than the Saudi League projects now? Lekon, is your brother, is your uncle, is your mentor, is your everything?
Toby, sometimes I dey happy say sometimes they always give me flaws, to talk my thing. Nobody knows Saudi League before Ronaldo. I don't even know if Saudi they play ball. I don't know. My brother come. Because Ronaldo my brother. I spoke with him.
No be your mentor again.
Nah, everything. Spoke with him. Go to Saudi. Went to Saudi to collect money. And he brought spotlights on Saudi League. Big players. After Ronaldo, big players are going there. Benzema, all of them. Kante, all of them. They went there. And the PIF and Quadruple. This is just sabotaging it. They're sabotaging him. Invest on this thing. In the club. It's sabotage. And what they are doing is unfair. It's unfair. You call this guy to come to Saudi. Invest. Do the investments in the club. Do the investments. This is sabotaging. And Ronaldo, I commend you for what you are doing. My brother, my mentor. I commend you. You are making me proud. I'm proud of you. This is nonsense.
All right, Lekon, quickly. I don't know. Why am I taking this conversation? Because I know you guys are United faithful and Ronaldo faithful. So, are you sharing Lekon's POV as well? As regarding because look at Lekon doesn't just want to.
You share Lekon's POV. You know what
you find yourself inside gutter.
Oh, God. Your tissue feel cut. God. I feel like it has actually been unfair to Al-Nassr and Al Ittihad and the rest, because most of these investments go into Al Hilal, and it is being managed by the Saudi government, the free clubs. But I don't understand why most of these investments go into the other clubs and not go into Al Hilal and not the other clubs. Yeah. Because what the news that has been making around is that only £5 million has been invested into Al-Nassr, and that has been an issue. And we understand that before Benzema moved to Al Hilal, Ronaldo started the protest. Said that he wouldn't play if something wasn't done, and still nothing has been done. So I think Ronaldo, of course, is a big brand, is a global brand. So I feel like that might change, because if
all right, do you see him pushing this through?
I don't know, because no, only one person cannot do this. Of course, he is Ronaldo. He's got the followers and whatever, but if the other players are not supporting this. If the other players are cool with this, why do you feel like this can happen? Because the other players also have to share the same view as Ronaldo, and these other players are not. It looks like these other players are not interested. 100%. Maybe things are happening behind the scenes that we don't know. But obviously, what we are saying, it has been Ronaldo so far. The likes of I don't want to mention this, but the likes of the big players in the Saudi Pro League. I've not said anything. So I don't know if this can happen. But let's see how this goes.
Right.
Okay, so the question is Ronaldo bigger than the Saudi Pro League? Well, I wouldn't say one person is bigger than an organization. Not an organization as big as Saudi Arabia in terms of wealth, in terms of, oil rich, cash, cool money. No matter how big Ronaldo is, it can't be as big as the Saudi government. But but just like Lekon said, without Ronaldo, the Saudi Pro League is nothing. Nobody knows them. So Ronaldo is a big influence in that league. But considering the fact that what Ronaldo is fighting for, the fact that the PIF they are not investing as much into the other three clubs as they are investing in the Al Hilal. I don't think it's something that should have gone public. I don't know how far Ronaldo fought that at the background. I'm not sure. But I don't think it's something that should have gone public. It's not good for Ronaldo's image. It's not good for the Saudi Pro League image. I think it's something that they should have found a way to solve. And the Muslims usually say male along with, and they also say that it's impossible to marry plenty wives and love them the same way. So Ronaldo shouldn't expect that the four clubs will be treated the same way. There will always be somebody that feels they are not treated very well. And I think for the Saudi Pro League, for the PIF to be able to put Ronaldo in Al Nassr, I think they have done it because I'm sure Ronaldo is the highest paid.
Yeah,
so if Ronaldo is coming out and saying, cut from my salary, sign somebody, maybe I will understand. It's their money. Ronaldo doesn't have any right to say this, how they are going to spend it. I don't think so. If from that angle, I think Ronaldo is probably wrong. But I think he's not fighting for himself now. He's fighting for the other clubs. He's fighting for the image of Al Nassr too. So I think... and
I also feel like he's probably looking at it from a point of trophies, because over some years now, it has been Al Hilal winning all the trophies. Mm-hmm. So, and since Ronaldo has arrived the Saudi League, he's not won any trophy for them in a competitive game. So, I think he's looking at it from that angle too, because when the investment is going to a particular club, obviously they have the upper hand.
Yeah, definitely.
The other clubs cannot compete, because that is the way it is going. But let's see how this goes, because it is actually interesting. Because when you see something like this, you want to see how it ends. Is Ronaldo going to back out, or is the Saudi League, what's it called, the board or the people in charge going to bend to the rules? Because it's a matter of who is going to bend first.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to see.
Who said Ronaldo is not bigger than he's not bigger than the organization? Ronaldo is bigger than the organization.
Which organization?
People they pay him.
Who they pay him? No, Ronaldo get money pass. No, sorry.
Ronaldo get money pass
People they
PIF.
pay him.
Now all of us, I remember seeing all of us beg Osimhen go Saudi.
Who and who
It's
beg
because
am?
of his image.
Now all of us beg him.
Are they part of his team?
I beg, we beg him.
You and who?
Now, we say.
All right, guys, let's move away from that. Let's take our flight back to England, and let's pick it up from Nuno Espirito Santo and Forest relegation battle. I mean, can Nuno keep Nottingham Forest up this season?
No, you mean for West Ham?
No, West Ham.
West Ham, yeah.
Now West Ham. See, we all know Nuno for something, and I happy say Nuno goes to West Ham, and I happy say Forest do what they do, and you go West Ham. You understand? Nuno, what Nuno say? Nuno be tactic person. Now survivor, no, they do. Now only survivor, and I'm very very sure, positive. I can even put my money there, because they always say put your money where your mouth is.
Exactly.
I can put my money there. Nuno no go relegation zone. No carry West Ham back to this thing. Nottingham Forest go relegation. Cause sometimes it's come on. They call him something. Say come on something. And I have to say, Nottingham Forest, from where they did last season, your mighty Nottingham Forest, imagine they fight for relegation. It's karma, and I'm happy. But we all know Nuno will carry West Ham, and they'll survive it, because always he's a survivor coach. He has that mentality, that spirit in him. That whenever he's coaching a team, he doesn't want the team to go to relegation. He always fight for them to be at the mid table. So yes, it will be nice.
Look, I hope you are aware that it's West Ham versus Manchester United in your upcoming next match.
No, see, there are so many games.
There are 17 plays.
There are so many.
So do you want to? You're saying you're going to give them free?
No. They still have many games. We still have.
Are you banking?
You have to collect your own.
We still have 13 games now.
Are you banking your money on Nuno to get 3 points against you when it comes with his West Ham side?
We have 13 games to go. You know, when they come to this thing, they always try. They always try. No, they always try. West Ham always try because I think it's a derby now. United. It's a derby, so they always tried.
It's in London Stadium.
But God will do it. You know, I don't have to shout. I don't have to talk. God will do it. We all know that I'm in my prime now. I'm shining. But I won't talk. Let's. Because I don't go talk Saturday waste time.
Don't just waste time.
So I think
questions to worry you.
So I think Nuno is a very good coach. Just like Lekon said, he's a very good coach. We know that he knows how to carry a team, especially when they are in trouble. You know, to bring them out and for them to survive relegation. And on the form table recently, West Ham is in fourth position because they have in their last 5 games they have won 3 and lost 2. So they have the momentum, just like Manchester United had momentum. So they have the momentum. And you know, it's so funny. You know, Premier League is so funny that he's now fighting against the team that he left, which is Nottingham Forest, who signed Sean Dyche to make them survive. Yes, Nottingham Forest are still 3 points ahead. But you know, with the form that West Ham is now, I won't give it. I won't say it is past Nuno to be able to overhaul Nottingham Forest. And let me shock you, Tottenham could be in a relegation battle because Tottenham is 29th also. Yeah. So
they were in the relegation battle.
Yeah, it's a relegation battle. So I won't be surprised even if West Ham finish above Tottenham this season. So game on. The relegation battle is still on. Let's see what's going to happen. Nuno versus his previous employer.
Wolverhampton Wanderers look like that team that has already.
And Burnley. I think they have.
So Otilo.
So I think it's the last place that we are looking at between West Ham, Nuno, Nottingham Forest, and Tottenham.
Well, I feel like Spurs might not be in the conversation. You know why? When push comes to shove, I think Spurs have the players to bail them out.
Yeah.
And also, let's understand that Spurs are also suffering from injuries. That's not an issue.
Yeah, a lot of
their players are injured. A lot of them. Yeah, like it seems like every game they lose a player. Against United, they lost Udogie to injury. So they've been losing a lot of players to injury. But I feel like the only reason Spurs might survive is because the other teams below them are bad. They're terrible, right? And that's the same reason they survived the last season. They might not be in the conversation. I don't think Spurs will be in the conversation. They might have finished 15th or 16th. But away from all of that, Nuno, he's got a good record when it comes to rescuing teams from relegation. He's never relegated any team in England. We understand that, once upon a time, he promoted Wolves, and Wolves became one of the strongest mid-table team in the Premier League. You couldn't play them and win game with ease. You always have to put up a fight. And particular team also trying to survive. There's Leeds in there. Spurs. I don't want to mention Spurs yet because I want to see how this goes. But I feel like Spurs might survive this. But it is Leeds, Forest, West Ham, and I think Burnley still have a chance. You just never know. If they are on 15 points, the person ahead of them is West Ham on 23 points. Forest on 26 points. So they might just go on the run.
11 points.
Yeah, they might just go on the
run. With 25 matches played.
Yeah, they might just go on the run. Because West Ham still have difficult games. They still have to play United in their next game. There's Bournemouth. There's Liverpool in there. There's City in there. There is Arsenal in there. So they've got a couple of tough games that they have to play.
But they are not actually running after West Ham, because if they finish above West Ham, they will still relegate.
Yeah, I'm just talking about teams that are in the battle.
Okay.
You know, they have to usurp West Ham first.
Yeah,
before even trying to
reach,
reach 17 and 16.
Yeah.
So it has been an interesting battle so far. But let's see how this ends in May, because I think we are still going to see some interesting games.
All right, let's bring down the contest. It's kind of a light joke. This joke is talking about a United fan, Frank Ileft of the United Stand, who has pledged that's going to cut his hair if United
win 5
games in a row. And now, it's looking like West Ham is, although, United playing away from home against West Ham, but come on, with the current form, with United recent performance, it's looking like a game United. It's looking like someone is going to get his hair cut sooner or later.
Yeah, it's very dicey. I said that because in recent times, United have not had very good record at the London Stadium. I think they've played 8 and they've lost about 4 or 5. So, but something also has changed this season. Every team United have had difficulties playing in the past, they've beaten. Talking about Arsenal, they've not beaten Arsenal since in the league, and even in all competitions is a long time in the Premier League. Liverpool, they have not beaten Liverpool since I think 2014, 2015 at Anfield. They are not beaten. They've broken some crazy records this season, and that is why I feel like the odds is in their favour, and obviously they are on a very good form, and I think they are the most informed team in the Premier League right now.
Most informed team.
Yeah, so they got a very good chance, and never take anything away from a team fighting for survival, because this is not the best time to play them. It's going to be an interesting watch, honestly.
Can I talk now? Because at the way say me, because say go finally give me chance, may I talk as they talk.
Why the vex?
People, it's a pain me say some people say they see him as a mentor.
No. Leko, we talk. No.
I won't dive into my topic.
No.
I won't dive into what the question you ask. Allow me. Why you talking on now? Why you talking? You don't say anything. Why I won't talk my own now? They attack me.
So we are talking about a guy that needs to get his head.
I'm coming.
And West Ham versus Manchester United looks like the match where that guy will cut his hair.
I'm coming. I'm going there.
Just go there.
I'm going there. I'm still going there because I have to go inside one street before I reach destination. See, Man United is different now. I'm different.
We know.
No. I want to see. Since things have changed, and that guy that said that, you know what he's talking about, and unfortunately, his content will be done.
You don't finish.
But Man United are informed. People have said this about Tottenham Hotspur that I've not beaten them in 4 or 5 games now.
We are not talking about that. Finally,
you get a problem with me.
This challenge was 5th October 2024.
Yeah.
Wow.
So which means the last time United got
5 wins in a row.
The last time I got 5 wins was in 2024. February.
So, and this guy started this October 5, 2024. So finally, we're here, in a light joke contest that, someone is breaking. Maybe. It's not only jinx on the field, on the pitch, whatever, jinx outside.
But since we're United lead till the 90th minute, and West Ham gets an equalizer
at the end of the day.
I go beat them now.
Some United fans were even like, when West Ham game starts, start shaving. Just tell the guy, just start shaving. Because it tells much on, I don't know, maybe you guys see it, how bad the United side has been and how good they are now. You find it, quite weird that since October 5, 2024, 2025, United have not had 5 wins consecutively.
Even before now, it was before now. Even though after they beat Liverpool, beat Brighton in between and Sunderland, they had no one back-to-back games in like a year.
Yeah, I was just about going there. Sorry, I was just about going there because the way they host said it now. It's like it's something easy. I just want to go there.
Yeah.
I just want to go there. I don't think 5 games. This guy that gave himself that challenge knows what he's doing. I'm very sorry. I'm not saying. I think he knows what he's doing. He wants to keep the content going. Because 5 games on a bounce is crazy for any Premier League team.
Yeah.
Not draw. We are not talking about unbeaten
games.
We are talking about unbeaten run. 5 games win run.
Considering
I would like to check the record.
How about us?
How
about us not considering the longevity of? I mean,
how long it has taken?
Yes,
yeah,
how long
I understand
it has
that. Yeah.
So I guess that's what's really giving it the whole attention.
I love the way you pick your word carefully when you are narrating your story. Because some people have won 5 consecutive games, I've won 6, 7, but I still won one trophy than them. So I don't understand why people are saying what they are saying. Carry your mouth out.
All right, guys, let's still stay on the EPL. Let's talk about the title race. I still feel even when we get to week 30, we are still going to have question marks. Even when we have played 30 against Arsenal winning the title race this season. I mean, it is not over until it's over. Last time we've talked about the place of trust. Before we go to the studio, I was gisting with Ola like, Man City is on you guys' neck. I mean, 6 points. And 6 points is looking as if Arsenal is still topping with one point.
1 point, yeah.
I mean, it's Arsenal title race. Even for others, we've come to talk about the fact that can Arsenal even make the quadruple this year? Is this Arsenal title to lose?
Well, what's actually funny in this title race is the epileptic nature of Arsenal, Man City, and previously Aston Villa. It's like nobody wants the title. And that is why the pundits, all over the world are saying it could be the most boring title-winning challenge of all year. Boring not because the teams are not playing well, but it's like nobody really is taking the bull by the horn and really doing it. And so people have said it is Arsenal title race. It's Arsenal titles to lose. I remember the pundits when Arsenal went 9 points ahead and they were saying, it's over. Man City is not consistent. They are not going to win. And I remember yesterday, Man City winning in the way that they won, and people were like, the title race is back on. So I think just like Toby said, it's going to be like that at the end of the season. In fact, it's going to, even if Arsenal goes 9 points, 10 points ahead of City. And another key moment that I think I'm looking for now as an Arsenal fan, I'm looking forward to as an Arsenal fan, is that match against Man City. Until Arsenal plays that match and we'll see the margin of points between the two of them, that's where we can really say. Because if we are leading Man City by 7 points or 6 points before that match, and Man City wins that match, it's cut to 4 points or 3 points, anything can still happen.
Ola, please, let me still on you.
Yeah.
Treble or quadruple talk? I mean, is a treble or quadruple realistically achievable for Arsenal this season?
Yeah, I think so. Someone was asked that is Arsenal the best team in Europe at this moment, and what I answered is no. Arsenal is not the best team, but Arsenal are the best squad. And when you have a very good squad, when Man City was winning treble, when they had the squad, Aguero will go out, Gabriel Jesus will come in, Mahrez, all those guys are there. And, the argument was that why shouldn't Arsenal win the Champions League? If Arsenal can win the Champions League, we are beating almost all the contenders, apart from PSG, who are not really doing well at this present moment. We are beating Inter Milan, we are beating Atletico Madrid, we are beating Bayern Munich. So Arsenal have the opportunity, if they are really ready, they have the squad, they have the opportunity to win the treble and the quadruple. But will it be easy? No, it won't. No, so they have to really up their game, and everything needs to align. But they are in the Carabao Cup final. They are playing Wigan in the next round of FA Cup. They are 6 points ahead. They have won the Champions League without losing any game. They are beating almost 3 superpowers.
Group stages.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I think
Champions League.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Yeah, they have won 8.
I'll come to you. So
8 on the bounce. So I think all the ingredients are there for Arsenal to win
Now, quickly,
the
now,
treble
before we
or
leave it.
quadruple this season. But it won't be easy.
I know,
If it's easy,
I know.
then a lot of teams will have done it over and over and over again.
Okay, we're still coming to that. Ayo, there's a probability Allah was sharing with me that Arsenal is going to play Man City almost like 4 times
Yeah.
this season. And Arsenal defeating Man City is the biggest, it's like the Red Sea.
Yeah.
Arsenal needs to cross if they are going to.
You have to beat the best
if they are going to
be the best.
be
Yeah.
it treble or quadruple. Do you see that happening?
Arsenal will do the quadruple.
Yeah, I mean, standing against Man City has a blockage for Arsenal to achieve that. Of course, they are playing the Carabao Cup
Yeah, final
against
Man City.
Against City. I mean,
It's
let's
possible
talk
they
about
meet
the fact
in
that
the quarterfinal.
if Arsenal
of
is not
the-
winning the league this year, it's definitely
It's Man City. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
That's true.
If we are not winning the
If
Carabao Cup,
There's
it's
an
City.
high tendency that if Arsenal will even get to the Champions League final, they are going to face City.
City, yeah.
It's possible.
Yeah. Now, this is City standing as the Goliath against Arsenal treble. I mean, do you see Arsenal overcoming this? Now, I'm not talking about Arsenal winning. I'm talking about Arsenal facing City in all these fixtures.
It's not. First of all, this is not the vintage City team. This is not City of yesteryears. This is not the City you want to go into games and be like, oh, you're scared of playing. This is not the City that would blow teams out of the waters. So I think we are over exaggerating this quality of the City team. They are not a team that used to be strong. They are not a team that used to score a lot of goals. So what is the most important thing for Arsenal is that when the game starts coming thick and fast, because by March the Champions League will resume. And some other competitions will also resume. So that is when you know if a team is ready to win trophies. And I feel like what Arteta should be targeting is the league. They have to prioritize one trophy, which is the league. It gives them confidence. I feel when you're chasing for chickens, there's a probability you don't catch any.
Definitely.
So you have to face one. You have to take every game after another. You don't have to start chasing all the games at the same time.
Ayo, how much of headache do you think City is going to be for Mikel Arteta?
Well, first thing first, City is not a problem. Arsenal is Arsenal's problem. I feel like what Arsenal is facing right now is a psychological problem because
I agree.
that's what has been happening over the years.
Yeah.
They've not lost to City because of City's quality. Over the years, they've lost to City because when push came to shove, Arsenal couldn't, cross over the line. There were times Arsenal were 9 points ahead. There were times they were 10 points ahead. And at the end of the day, they lost the league to City. Because City have been in that position before. They knew what it took to win 6-7 games on a bounce. And back then City had KDB. But right now City don't have KDB anymore. At this stage 2 seasons ago, when KDB came back from injury, they went on a run.
Yeah.
That is what
12 matches.
City are missing right now. And I feel like what Arsenal need to do is take every game very seriously. And you can't say, because obviously City are not stronger anymore. But at the same time, you cannot let your foot off the pedal. You have to keep chasing and keep chasing. And like I said before, they have to prioritize one trophy, which is the league.
All right, Lekon, you've been boiling. I don't know what's boiling you. Can you pour it out now?
I'm not boiling.
Nothing.
When he was saying, he said something the other time. He said, they have all the ingredients. I don't understand. Who is cooking? I don't know.
With rice and timber.
Let me say this, and I'll see. They have the record of what I'm saying now. Arsenal fan will cry. Arsenal fan will cry by me.
Okay.
No be beans. You all know say they go cry. When they talk about say Man City no be Tony was saying something the other time. I feel like slapping him. He was saying Man City is a Goliath. Who is Goliath? Goliath Man U.
Man U is a Goliath now.
No, I'm telling you that nobody is a Goliath.
Okay.
Man City is not a Goliath, but Man City has the upper hand on them, and it's not surprising. See, they are not winning. Even if they win one this thing, even if they win
One draw for this season.
Okay.
One, even if they win, na Carabao Cup. No, they don't win Carabao Cup. Na FA, it go be because the Arsenal fan
Okay, we see far.
Arsenal fan no dey go anywhere. They don't see front. Arsenal fan no dey see front. Arsenal fan. See this coalition is I'm annoyed with the coalition.
With Arsenal fans.
Yes, I'm annoyed with the coalition because Arsenal is not in the coalition at all. They don't win any trophy at all. They are telling you to
Quadruple.
Nobody's going Quadruple.
All right, Nicholas, since you are here, let's talk about another, teams that were angry over the weekend.
Yeah.
We saw the table toppers, scoring more than 3 goals over the weekend.
4 or 5 goals.
4 or 5 goals, and Arsenal too was not left behind, of course.
We saved
I mean,
time.
so maybe that will burn more of your anger. So, Europe angry table toppers. Are you with the Europe angry? Are you part? Is your team part of the Europe angry table toppers?
Euro angry tip topper.
PSG. Inter
5-0. They beat Marseille 5-0.
See, I'm
Scoring
telling you, I want to tell you something today. PSG are past glory. If you are saying teams, if you are calling names, don't call PSG. I'm angry by that name.
See my you.
PSG, bring PSG for me. I'll beat them. PSG will shake all the PSG. All their stars. What's it cool?
What about Inter Milan?
All the stars are tight. See, that game that they scored 5 goals, I'm sure they're lucky. I'm sure they're lucky.
Against Marseille.
I'm sure they're lucky.
Not against Brest or Caen.
Marcel slept on his child. Or snoozing. Marcel snooze. And Inter, good one for them. Inter is not a big, it's not responding. But don't be comparing Inter and PSG.
Inter is 5 or 4 points ahead now in the year. I think it's
Good over Inter. But PSG. Marcel snoozing. What
about Bayern Munich?
Bayern Munich, no.
I know Sule.
They are doing very well.
Alright, we just leave that for Nicholas.
Yeah,
I want us to come back to talk about something controversial. Did the VAR get the City versus Liverpool decision right?
Absolutely.
Yes,
It was absolutely
rubbish.
spot on.
I saw
It was
Alan
spot on.
was upset
No, it was spot
when he
on.
was talking.
You have to.
Spot waiting.
It was spot on. When you look at the incident, you go back to the first incident. What happened before? Alan pulled Zoboslai. Who pulled who first?
But he played. The referee played on. The referee saw the. See, my issue is that the referee saw. If the referee did not see that, I would have been okay. And it's the VAR that pointed it out that Alan was pulled first. He saw it. Go and watch the match. The referee play on. So that's the issue of the referee. I don't think we have the right to referee that.
There's something that has been clear with EPL rules this season. When you are not certain about an incident, you don't whistle.
So you think the ref was not certain with that foul?
Obviously,
it was obvious.
Obviously wasn't. That wasn't certain.
1-on-1.
That is why he went back to the VAR. This same incident happened at AFCON in 2024 against Nigeria and South Africa. I don't know if you guys remember when an incident happened before we had a penalty. I don't know if you guys remember.
I can't.
Oh, come on. Go back and look at that. Our decision was overturned. It was overturned because an incident happened before that. Look, what happened before? It's the same thing all over the world now. Unless you want to be controversial.
At times when I watch La Liga and when I watch EPL, I definitely watch
VAR
EPL.
in EPL is rubbish.
It's not. That yesterday's decision was spot on. Absolutely spot on.
We'll see likely the same, sequence of events, but in most cases, different call.
Yeah.
I'm talking about
even in the UEFA Champions League, check it.
Yeah,
Champions League.
That's why I said
they use
that's why I
VAR
said
in Champions League.
And most times when I'm
so
watching
smooth.
this game with the guys,
Even the referee said it.
Perhaps when we just see a Forest Leeds game, no, not a top league match, but maybe a 5:30 kickoff or a 6:30 kickoff thereabout. Then afterwards, we have to switch to watch a La Liga match, probably Valencia versus Real Betis. Or we'll see almost same sequence of action of incidents, different call,
different interpretation.
Yeah.
That is because every league has its rules.
Exactly. That's
in
why,
the Champions League,
that's why
an handball rule is different from
that's
the
why I
handball
have
rule
to
in the
point you
Premier
back
League.
for
That
you
is why
giving us an
when-
instance of what
that
happened
is-
in an AFCON
No.
compared to what happened in
most
the EPL.
most interpretation of VAR when it comes to incident like that goes same way. You check the first incident before the second one, because there's a possibility that the first incident influenced what happened thereafter.
Okay, sorry.
So what happened?
I would like this.
You
Just
have-
this
you
direct
have your
question.
time.
No,
You have your
just
time.
It's you.
You
It's
will
you.
have your time, yeah.
Why was the goal ruled out? Can you give
It
me a
was
simple
ruled
answer?
out. It was ruled out because you know why it was ruled out. There was a chance Szoboszlai would have saved that ball. He still had a chance.
Would have saved that ball
Yes,
when he already fouled the
no,
player.
yeah, that's the thing. That is why the first incident stood. That's why it was red carded.
No, that doesn't make any
That's
sense.
why it was red carded. There was a chance if Alan didn't draw his shirt, there was a chance Szoboszlai would have saved that. That is why he went back to the first incident, which was Szoboszlai drawing Alan's jersey.
That doesn't make sense.
Oh, come on.
There's no way you can explain that to anybody.
No,
now.
come on. That was. I don't know why people are livid about that,
If
because
you want to call
call
it immediately.
That such goal does not stand. It doesn't stand. Imagine a scenario where Szoboszlai had drawn Alan's shirt and Alan went down. What would have happened?
That's a penalty.
Obviously, so that is why the first incident was the actual foul, not the second one.
They didn't stop the play.
They didn't stop
referee
it.
said
That is why I said this season there has been a clear and obvious rule that if a referee or a linesman isn't sure of an incident, let play end before making any decision. That's why in so many scenarios this season, linesman don't usually what's it called? They don't usually make the decision when it comes to offside. You let the players score
definitely.
before raising your flag.
Because offside is so tight. I understand.
Even when it is not tight, even when
it's so tight.
This is there are so many. Even sometimes.
So don't you think that this is like killing joy of the moment?
It's not killing
It's-
joy.
it's-
Okay. When you say killing joy, are you entertaining corruption? Because that is the way it is. When a goal is illegal, it is illegal. There's nothing like kill joy.
Chalking up that
When
goal.
you're chalking up an illegal goal, how is that a kill joy? Are you entertaining corruption? Because that is the way it is.
Not, for me, that is not an illegal goal. Because how was the goal
If the
illegal?
goal was disallowed, just like you said, for the initial foul,
Yeah.
right? That's the reason. You should have called it out before we had to see that drama. I mean, probably for an investor like Lekon that has
I don't
paid
put-
over 3.5.
In fact, that's the
now-
question. That's the
now
next question I
enter
want to
the-
ask.
See,
Who does it favor?
Let me tell you
Who does
something.
it favor?
The rule.
It doesn't favor Liverpool.
The rule
it doesn't favor Man
the
City.
rule does
it doesn't
not give
favor the
a
fans.
F. The rule does not give a F about your feeling. It is not the Premier League's business that a bet or whatever was played outside the pitch. What is the most important thing is that let the right calls be made. And the ref did that, which I was so happy about.
We are not against the right call.
Yeah.
And so what do you
We are talking about the right call and the right
you are
time.
in
Don't-
for
don't
the
give
corruption. You are in
don't
for
give us-
corruption
don't
because
give us-
when you're
don't give us
saying
don't
when
give
you're
us-
saying an illegal goal should stand, then obviously you are in for corruption.
You should cancel this.
The illegality is borderline. It's borderline. You know, okay, let me end with this.
Yeah.
Do you know some ref actually maybe in the first 5-10 minutes of a match? I just want to give this scenario.
Yeah.
But like Man City, Man U, and there is a tackle that normally should be a red card. Do you know some refs will say they use their discretion because they want to allow the flow of the game?
Yeah,
It's too
exactly.
early, and they will say
Thank
no,
you.
yellow card.
Thank you.
And
It's
those
against the rule,
referees-
but
Yeah.
because of
Yes.
they just felt
and you know
this thing will
the
not.
referee in the game. The referee holds the discretion.
Yeah, it's all the discussion.
I mean,
The
that's
final
why
power.
the VAR they are just to assist the
Assisting.
referee. They are not the main ref. So I feel
But the VAR called the referee's attention to that.
the ref could have asked.
No matter what the
ref could
VAR
have asked-
does, the referee still has the final decision, and that is what
The ref
obviously what
itself no
happened.
correct. No, and so.
That's what you are saying now.
Like,
All right.
You're not supposed to palm.
Nah, the goal no supposed stand. Nah, come
All right,
on,
guys, quickly let's bring it back home before we do Remo Stars.
Yeah.
it has been
those viewers champions.
There has been plenty talks.
Viewers champions.
Let's take it up from feedback from AFCON.
Yeah.
You know, Moroccan FA. You know, I mean, they have talked about the fine. You know, talking about what happened afterwards. And Morocco FA rights to oppose these charges of fine. We've talked about Ronaldo, you know, trying to race through that. Perhaps when I read this news, I was like, if you are not careful, these Moroccan guys, they get pride over us. They don't.
Which pride you not get?
They don't get pride.
Yeah,
like
they
say
pride
we are
over
untouchable.
You know what's the funny?
No, Ayo, don't look at it from that angle.
What angle?
We are looking at it from. See. Wait.
Okay.
He won't be like us. He take leg, be like us.
You know they take anything resemble us.
He take 2 legs, resemble each other. See, now no think say this. If this Morocco guys continue like this, I mean, hosting all the competition, it's giving this vibe of without us.
There's nothing CAF can do.
There's nothing CAF can do.
Look.
And you, because I know you're going to support them. You support them.
It's not support. When in fact.
Because you had the best AFCON in terms of
it's a lie.
And the nationality of this guy.
When the fact is staring at you in the face, they say fact doesn't care about your feelings,
what
right?
Fact,
Fact doesn't care about your feelings.
Yeah.
The last AFCON, most nations didn't want to host it because of funds.
Yeah.
Morocco came forward, right? They hosted the competition.
So that's like they are doing us a favor now.
It's not a favor.
They made money from it too.
They made money from it, but the other why were the other nations not coming forth? Because there was no money.
They don't have the resources.
There was no resources. How many of these stadiums have FIFA approved stadiums? How many? Now we said even the ones.
No.
I'll tell you
should
something.
become untouchable because of this.
It is not about being untouchable.
That's how they are
This
playing
is
now.
not about being untouchable.
You were being charged.
Look.
Morocco FA. We were being charged for ball boy misconduct.
Yes.
VAR area interference.
Were they not fined?
Supporters misconduct.
Were they not fined?
Player sanctions.
Were they not
How
fined?
dare you oppose this?
They were fined.
They opposed it.
They said they are going to CAS.
Of course, you
For
cannot.
violation of sport.
Look, because I oppose something doesn't make it right. If you tell me if I be thief now, and they catch me, what I go to tell? I will say, I'm not thief.
Plead not guilty.
Exactly.
Say you don't think say that they feel like say
It's a lie.
Why you go tell
This
me
is
say,
not about supporting Morocco.
do you think another African football FA would have done that?
Which African football FA? Which
Senegal
other-
accepted though. Senegal. Even the
yeah.
coach accepted all the
which-
fines.
Okay, now we because I don't know how we going to
With Somalia we have been
do they even have the when the other
Oh, so
Look,
because
that's
they
not
have the
my
strength,
point
money
is
now.
no.
Because they get,
My
no,
point
no,
is
that's what you're
my
saying.
point is
Do we
my point
support
is
Morocco FA
no.
impunity?
My point is no. I'm not talking. No. You're putting words in my mouth. I'm not talking about them not being punished. That's not my point.
You're talking
My
about them
point is,
opposing
look,
the punishment.
No, that's not my point. My point is when you are being fined for something, you have every chance to oppose. It doesn't make it right. It doesn't mean you are not guilty. You can oppose and still lose.
Let me come now. Where Toby is coming from. The news coming out this morning, you can confirm it. Is that Morocco is telling the CAF they're supposed to be hosting the Women Nations Cup.
Yeah.
Morocco is telling CAN that if you want us to host this, you have to postpone it. Yeah. That's what they are telling them, which they did not say before. I'm thinking, as a Nigerian that I am, that should be you people. No. As a Nigerian, I'm thinking.
No, you are not ready.
I'm thinking.
Why are you guys not ready?
I'm thinking what Morocco is doing is that maybe you people can find us now. We are going to show you papers.
Exactly.
Look. See,
Tit for tat.
They
Tit
say
for tat. Which
they say na teeth. Even teeth, they part of fight. If you say you face person with blow,
We don't talk now.
We want carry and go South Africa now.
This is
Read the news.
See, don't let us lie to ourselves, right? Let us be factual here. Morocco are the only nations that have the actual resources to. Yes, I'm telling you, as it stands. Yes, go and check it. As it stands, they are the only nation that have the resources. They have the stadiums.
Building as well.
Not be the stadium where we
100%.
Okay.
I
want to ask you something. The stadium where South Africa carry us go for AFCON. No, for
that one intentional wickedness.
They did it on
Did you
purpose.
see any stadium like that in Morocco?
No.
Come on now, look. They are so far so good. When it comes to standard, when it comes to facilities, they are one.
But they should calm down.
Hey, Baba, if I get money, I go to shoulders.
They can't have everything their way.
If you guys are saying okay, you are going to fine us for something, obviously fine. It's not an issue. But what till we self get?
We use them against
Now so, yes, now so. Gary that competition go South Africa, can I call Nigeria?
They know they beg already. Say they go stand.
What I would say is that I don't know why you are shouting today. You know,
because he's half Moroccan.
So I don't know why you are shouting.
Say Lekon don't give you bail for Marrakesh.
You know, say if you sit down beside Lekon, and if we will see the energy go.
I don't accept. I be Jesus for this episode. I be for this podcast. I be Jesus because everything now. Let me see. They go say blame.
Jesus.
If you are black, if you are fat, that means they go blame. If you are
not black,
I mean they go blame. But one thing I want to say, Morocco, if something bad, he bad. If they're corrupt, you corrupt. Oh yeah. Evidently, we all saw what they did.
Yeah.
You know, and it was very poor from their side. You know, and when you are wrong, you are still standing tall that there's nothing you can do. That's bad.
Yes.
And this thing has, to me, this has spoiled their image. Let's talk about in the world. Because now they feel like they are above the law.
They're untouchable.
So at the end of the day, sorry, Lekon. At the end of the day, you are talking about Morocco's image being destroyed or damaged. It's a lie. Now CAF they spoiled your image because at the end of the day, who is the governing body? It's not CAF. Is it not CAF? Why don't we have standard stadiums all over Africa? Because I know that
CAF will not build stadium for anyone.
No, CAF will not build stadium, but CAF can see it through.
Yeah, definitely.
They can see it through.
Grassroots, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, if something is not done, the only people that will be humiliated is CAF. Because you just say, okay, they go to that same Morocco. Either who Morocco they represent? No be Africa.
Yeah.
No be CAF they govern everybody. Because at the end of the day, CAF go receive the insult. Forget those ones.
Talking about building, Lekon, our elderly daddy and friend, Amaju Pinnick, NFF president, he has come out to talk about that those people who build stadiums for Morocco are currently in Nigeria.
Wow.
By 2027, Nigeria we have 5 or 6.
No finish
that one abobo.
Because the more you keep going,
someone say you see that
the
man.
crazier
that one abobo.
Someone say you see that man, the Lamba Fulham.
Lamba. I don't go talk anything. But now what I will just
so
talk
that say we don't get bilateral relationship with
whatever you want to believe. Because at the end of the day, she been at 5 years. Truth go always wait.
Yeah, now.
Even if now 20 years you talk, the truth we go always wait.
No.
We go reach that time.
It's in the news. Imagine.
Now what they talk now? He say okay, by 2020, in 5 years.
But you don't see foundation for one.
They don't take her beside my house.
See, you don't even see block. No foundation.
It's not the talking stage.
That's next year now.
See, believe whatever you want to believe. Believe whatever you want to believe.
The commander-in-chief of sports activities has spoken.
OG.
Alright, let's make it back home. I mean, in a stunning reversal of fortunes, the defending Nigerian Premier League football champions.
V1 champions.
Remo Stars.
Champion.
V1 champions.
See, I will say, Ogai Berusi here. These guys have, they've said they sold almost like 80% of the squad that won this thing for them. I mean, but maybe this is like a payback thing. I mean, Remo Stars. Relegation battle.
See, how did you go from being champions just a year ago?
Less than a year.
Jesus Christ.
It's just 9 months now.
Look, he talks about the quality of the league itself.
Just 9 months.
It is not. This is not about Remo Stars alone. It talks about the quality of the league because
it's more like the team up.
Yeah, look, this is like Arsenal just won the league. Then the following season, they've lost all their players because how can the champions
not be able to hold on?
Not be able to hold on to retain their players. It says a lot about the league, the standard of the league, the quality of the league, and the financial aspect of the league. And go look at the clubs these players have moved to. The names are, you can't even pronounce the names. It is that bad.
Foreign money na foreign money.
I don't blame those guys.
Foreign money na
honestly.
foreign money.
Yeah, I don't blame those guys too. You know, all of them foreign. Some of them, even as not Zambia, then go.
Really?
So you have to understand that. I know people say, oh, you don't always have to criticize the league. Now our own, now we get that. But at the same time, if something they rot, if you don't say they ripe,
18
now you be the
plays,
problem.
26 points after 24 matches.
That's just...
And the league
14
never, league never even finished.
Yeah, 14 defeats already. I mean, surpassing the line 9 losses they had in their entire winning season. I mean, it's crazy like that.
It's not bad. Look how far you don't talk about.
I want to make you finish because now you
How you want to defend your club now?
Now you carry mic now.
You know, say
so
you
I'll make you
stand.
give me.
Nothing really can really
I'll
defend.
make you give me mic. So if you give me mic now,
Collect mic.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. you know, it's just embarrassing and to see Remo Stars, suffering after claiming to be champion last season. It's really embarrassing. It's really disgusting. It's really bad. Remo Stars. Last season when everybody were shouting, "Hey, Remo Stars!" This is. I was not shouting. I was not happy with them. I'll just alone,
Just on your own.
observing.
They are not Man U now.
I'll just observing. I won't let anyone to delay me from this coalition. I'll just stand on my own, or just observing. Because, to me, they're not champion. See, you can't claim champion when for just one season. If you are there for like 10 seasons now, and you are on top this thing, you are a champion. It's like Imba that won this thing. I will celebrate the Imba because Imba has shown this thing for years. But they just came and
now they be viewed as champions.
So it's bad for them, and shooting stars too. It's very embarrassing. I feel like the quality. I feel like the competition, the NPFL now is competitive now because for us to see Remo Stars at the relegation, and for us to see shooting stars too, struggling. It's
Lies.
All right. I another thing that that has not really people are not considering. I'm not trying to make a case for them now, but Remo Stars have home struggles. They've had a temporary ban from their home ground in Ikele. They've been forced to play away. Sometimes they play at MKO. Sometimes they play in Ibadan as well. I mean, they were just recently cleared to return for the second stanza. I mean, that's the second phase of the league, and they are 4 behind to first in 6 of their last 7 matches. I mean, they always fall behind to rescue points once they concede. Another thing is their coach. Sometimes we go for Super Eagles duty, man and hustler, and sometimes it's going to be Coach Fatai or Shaw. I mean, the team is also heavily now relying on the young squad promoted from their under-19 level. I mean, because they've had, just like you said, some of the players moved to Azerbaijan, moved to all these other sites. So that too are the factors that is really
all those things that you still mentioned still boils down to what AY said here, which is the bad state of the Nigerian league, the NPFL. Because if they have to face that, number one, why were they even banned? Did
they have stadium overcrowded?
These shooting stars are the same issue. Yeah. They have told them to look for a better place to play their match. Is that they are playing it in Ijebu Ode now or at MK Abiola at Kuto? They said their pitch is not in good condition.
Yeah, Lekon Salami Stadium.
Yeah.
Terrible shape.
Kun Khalifat, the privately owned club in Imo, they are fighting now that they want to drop, but even though it has been resolved. Why? They couldn't honor a particular match because of the distance. And the league, what's the next thing the league would do? Find them 10 million naira and dock them like 7 or something point. And they have to fight. It's like the spirit of Senegal is really working for everybody now. They have to say, if you people don't want us to play again, we are not playing again.
What about our fine?
So now I think they have begged them, they have found a way because they played yesterday, they beat Shooting Star 2-0. yesterday. You know, I think the league really needs to do something. Somebody was saying, okay, you find a team 10 million naira. Sometimes they have to travel. That we should go and check how much they actually give the winner of the EPL. We are talking about Remo Stars now. You were talking about it. How much were they given as the winner of the NPFL? The league needs to. So the players will go. Because some of these players are not even getting their bonuses from their clubs. Most
bonus
of
on
them
paper different from
they are
bonus
different
on
from what they get. Some of them, even we teachers, we are even collecting more than them. Yes, I'm telling you, some of them are not collecting up to 120, 150.
But they only start on their contract. We hear and we listen to just like 600.
That's what you see on paper. At the end of the day, what gets to them, you know. So I think the league needs to really work on, I think, sponsorship and every other thing to make everything better. So we cannot really put the blame on.
All right,
Remo Stars.
let's take your party shot as we get out of the studio.
All right, so it's nice to be here again for the 68th edition. We have discussed a lot of things, and we'll pray our league, you know, in the NPFL, something needs to be done, sponsorship, and you know, for us to also be going to the stadium and watch, and so that at least we will not have a V1's champion every year. So this is Ola saying, see you later.
Yeah, it's good to be back here again, and it was a wonderful show, wonderful time with the guys, and you know, it's the 60th. It's not golden jubilee.
Yeah, diamond.
So diamond on my neck. You know.
That's
on my neck. So guys, let's do this again next time.
Look on here, man of many inspiration, professor of love, doctorate in love, you know, PhD in therapy, you know.
Fun fact: when these guys got into the studio, they told me, guys, you know, it's going to just be 30 minutes recording. And
why now?
Unfortunately, we had big.
Oh no, now I talk too much today. Now I talk.
Okay, guys, if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to follow, share, and let us know where you stand on the issues. Yes or no? No fence sitting. We'll be right back with another football yarn, same energy, same honesty. Until then, stay safe, enjoy the football, and keep the yarn going. Now, football with the yarn, we know the what?
We know the neat.